What's up, you guys? KM888 here with the first ORAS Wi-Fi battle on my channel, and I'm so pumped. We got it like Friday, and I'm already finished the game. I'm already busy with competitive plays now, and I'm so happy. The hype train is still on with me, so yeah, I'm stoked. I made this team yesterday, and I was trying to find some battles with it just to test things out. And my friend Larry, in-game name Bud, he accepted my challenge this morning, and I was so happy that I finally got a battle and that I got to test my team. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna do more ORAS battles on my channel, so definitely watch out for those. Now let's get into the battle. First of all, the team preview, of course. I have a different team with me, which is kind of normal. I mean, it's a new game, ORAS. I also have my old team on here, but I kind of want to test some new megas out. It's still a bit the hype train, but yeah, it's awesome. For my team, I've Scarfed Landorus, Special Defensive Heatran, Resto Chesto Rotom, Physical Wall. I have a support Latias with Healing Wish, Defog, and Thunder Wave, a regular Mega Beedrill, Jolly Nature, and a Greninja which has Gunshots as it should, so yeah. For my opponent, he almost has the same team as me, like he has 4 the same pokes. Landorus T, he has a Rotom, he has a Greninja, and he has a Latias. Looking at the team structure, they even could have the same abilities that they need to do for his team. Like, it could be a Scarf Landorus as well, supportive Latias, stuff like that, so they could fulfill the same roles. For the other 2 pokes, he has a Bisharp and he has a Mega Gallade. Mega Gallade, certainly a threat if I let it set up. And for the Bisharp, I know it's there to trap my Latias. It's a given. I can't go for Defog that easy. My Landorus is gonna have some problems because with Intimidate, and the Bishop can just pursue trap my Latias and kill it. So I'm gonna have to watch out for that. Now let's start the battle. For the first turn, thinking, can't do many things wrong by going to Landorus T. I am Scarf, so I'm gonna outspeed practically anything on his team. So yeah, let's go for that. As you can see, he also has that thought, and he goes out into his Landorus. Now, I don't really mind Landorus versus Landorus, so I'm just gonna U-turn out. He might go for a knockoff, he might go for a U-turn on his own. I don't really mind, I'm just gonna go into my physical defensive Rotom. I see I went first. Guy probably has an Adamant Nature one. I have a Jolly Nature one with some speed EVs, just to outspeed Scarfed Excadrill and Scarfed Rotom, just in case. And as you can see, the U-turn didn't do jack squat. Now, he goes into Rotom, and that's pretty funny because lastly we had 2 Landoruses, now we have 2 Rotoms, so yeah, it happens a lot when you have the same team structure, I guess. He goes for Hydro Pump, surprisingly enough, and I just go for a Volt Switch, and what you know, it's my first crit of the new season, Volt Switch crit, woo! Awesome. Now, this situation is really important. I switch in my Latias and I double switch immediately out, predicting the Bisharp to come in. And I go into Landorus. I switch out first, which is important because my Intimidates won't hit the Bisharp. And that's exactly what's gonna happen. I predicted it. I was right. And I was so happy because of that. I mean, this play gave me so much offensive momentum. It was so awesome. I pressure him out because I can go for the Earthquake, but I'm actually gonna go for the knockoff just to pressure some more, because why would he stay in? The switch is kind of obvious, but so is the Earthquake, and he can't take that risk. It's better for him to switch out than for him to stay in, because the risk is just too high. So here we take some turns, dealing out some knockoffs. I get another crit. I don't think it really mattered. Somewhere in the game I probably could have finished off the Landorus with any special move of my choosing. And I miss a Will-O-Wisp right here, so that definitely pays off for the crit, I think. Here I do predict him to switch out because he doesn't have a thing that can hit me really hard, and I go for the Volt Switch, getting some more momentum on the Rotom, and I go into my Landorus. I do this for one reason. I can't go into my Latias because of the Bisharp, and I don't want to play some more mind games with this Rotom at this point. So I want to preserve that Latias for some later point in the game. and I'm just gonna go into Landorus. I'm gonna U-turn out again, trying to get some more momentum. I know he's probably not gonna go for the Volt Switch, and the Hydro Pump would be a possibility, so I'm just gonna go into my Rotom, trying to take it on a bit. And as you can see, he actually wants to rest up, and he goes for the Pain Split. So it's really nice. I went into my Rotom. I have less HP than he has, so it's gonna balance out a bit more. I'm gonna move this a little bit up. Voila, then you can also see the opponent's health bar. And at this point he just goes for the Volt Switch, takes out my Rotom. I was kinda hoping I could live at like a sliver of health and get off a rest, but it doesn't happen. My Rotom goes down, I'm perfectly fine with that. And he goes into Bisharp, so I'm thinking this could be the perfect chance to take it out. Can't go into Landorus because the Intimidate will actually give him a boost. So I'm gonna go into Heatran. I know I can live any one hit as long as it isn't a low kick. But he gets a crit and my Heatran can't get off his Lava Plume, which was so important. And I was so unhappy with that crit. Oh my god, Heatran didn't do a thing in this match, and that's just sad. So I go into Greninja. I have one hope that he stays in. And I'm gonna go for the Hidden Power Fire. Might have been unexpected for my opponent, but I do carry it. And as you can see, it pays off. The Bisharp is gonzo. Awesome. It just died. it might only be Hidden Power, but it's still powerful. So he goes into Greninja. I know it's safe now to switch in my Latias, and I'm just gonna do that. He's definitely gonna go for the Surf. So for the Surf, Hydro Pump, Scald, any water move. I was a Fire type, so yeah. And that's exactly what he does. He goes for the Scald. And as you can see, I have about 15% damage, 15 to 20. And at this point, I know an Ice Beam of a Greninja of the normal set does about 74 to 85%, I think, 75 to 85. So I might be able to live one. So I'm gonna stay in. I'm gonna go for the Thunder Wave. But that was like max damage, and yeah, my Latias dies. I am 252 into HP, so I could have lived an Ice Beam with a small chance, but it didn't happen. So I'm gonna go into my Landorus right here. I'm gonna go for the U-turn. I'm still faster than him, so at this point I just threaten it out, and it works out perfectly because the Rotom comes in. I don't kill it. And I can just switch in anything I want, and this is actually perfect. I know it's a defensive Rotom. I can switch in my Beedrill, take a bit of Stealth Rock damage, so but I know I can Mega Evolve without having to go for a Protect, and I can kill this Rotom without a problem, without a sweat, and that's exactly what Beedrill's gonna do. He's gonna wreck house. Look at that transformation, Mega Evolving Beedrill, too cool. And I'm just gonna go for the Poison Jab. I killed the Rotom, no problem at all. It was at like minus 5 HP already, so... he does switch in his Landorus, and I know that my Poison Jab is about to do 15%, 15 to 20 maybe. So I know I can't kill without a crit, so I'm just gonna go for the U-turn. And I'm gonna do the one thing that actually is good in my eyes, and I'm gonna go into Landorus. Not thinking about knockoff because he can't knock off my Mega Stone, but he predicts that really nicely and he goes for that knockoff, and oh my god, I was frustrated. My Landorus couldn't outspeed his Greninja anymore, but it was still good because my Beedrill could still outspeed his Greninja. But anyway, I was kinda sad. I needed that Scarf, and I think let's get some revenge. I'm gonna go for the knockoff kill, and he switches out his Gallade and gets the Justified boost. Now, not a problem at all. As I said, I am jolly, and I have, I think, 230 EVs or something in speed. So I know I can definitely outspeed Gallade on the first turn and go for the go for the Earthquake, and I get the kill. Bang! That Gallade didn't do a thing this battle, and I was so happy about that. This does, however, give him a chance to go into his Greninja again, and I have almost no other choice. I'm just gonna leave in my my Landorus for that faller, and that's exactly what happens. Landorus dies, no problem at all. This, however, gives me another chance to go into my Beedrill. I am faster than anything on his team, I don't have to worry about that at all. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm gonna go for the poison jab right here. Even if he switches in the Landorus, I am gonna kill him, and it gives me a perfect situation in where he has to choose between his Latias and his Greninja to take a huge hit. Even though my Beedrill is at -1, it can still do some real damage. And as you see, he chooses to send in his Latias, and I go for the U-turn, and I barely don't get the kill, and that's at -1. So, wow, that was awesome. I go into, I think my Greninja was actually the last poke I had, except for that Beedrill. So I just go into it, and he actually goes for the Psyshock, so it doesn't affect Greninja. Like, I was just sacking this. If Greninja was gone, I could just go for the U-turn with Beedrill, finish off the Latias, and then finish off the Greninja as I intended. So I go for Dark Pulse, I kill the Latias, and now he can switch in his Greninja, outspeed me because I have Hidden Power Fire, so I'm slower. And that's gonna finish off my Greninja, and it's gonna put up a situation of Mega Beedrill versus Greninja. Now, he did go for the Gunk Shot, so it means that my Poison Jab isn't gonna do that much damage, and U-turn definitely isn't gonna kill from this range. So I have an option to go for Drill Run, which definitely would KO, but it has a chance to miss. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna go for the Protect, and I'm gonna see what type he wants to be. So he actually goes for the Ice Beam, making him Ice type, so he isn't resisting my Poison Jab anymore, and I can go for a safer kill than if I go for Drill Run. All didn't matter, it seems, because I get a final crit. I'm pretty sure my Poison Jab would have killed anyway. And that's the battle, a narrow 1-0 victory in my favor, but I was really glad about this battle, and it was awesome. A lot of thanks to my friend Larry Butt, Craig, and yeah, definitely a cool guy. If he has a YouTube channel, I don't know, I will link it down below. As well as if he thinks that's good, his Facebook page on Facebook of Chaotic Pokemon. It's a really cool group of competitive players, so that's where I get my battles. And yeah, if you guys like the battle, definitely put those thumbs up. It helps my videos to get noticed. Comment below, they always make me smile, and I answer gladly, so yeah, why not? And if you want to see more battles of mine, just click the subscribe button. It's one button and it helps my channel to grow, so yeah. See you guys, till the next battle!